Bill, August 7th, 2025. Another day on Thursday. Make sure you read our disclaimer. We're not responsible for what you do with the information we provide. So today is a waiting game. Looked at my mobile at 6 a.m. It seemed very light. So skip trading altogether. And that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to wait. But we did go back into IXHL and made $6.83 just to stay in practice. And of course, hindsight is 2020. So as you can see up there, the clock, it's 11:50 Pacific Coast time, and I got on just to around 11:30 just to see what was going on. There wasn't much, and I was about to quit when I saw IXHL having some slight inklings of perhaps a possible moves up. All the other stocks that were up during the day just didn't seem to have that. Uh, didn't seem to have any momentum. And of course, we're going into power hour. And my suspicion was that even though there was a bit of a market sell off in the morning, or at least a doldrum where nobody's buying anything, that uh, there might have been an opportunity to make some money here. And so IXHL turned out to be that candidate. And I decided to go in with 2,500 shares. Selected a bid out here, but I'm not getting filled. And you can see I drew lines up there in the channel that I thought that IXHL would need to stay in order for me to take a trade. So the lower end was 48 cents and the high end was 50 cents. And what I was looking for at 2,500 shares, I'm only looking for a 5, 6, 7 cents, not much. But once again, it's a waiting game. But the importance is that even though I didn't see anything in the morning, I came back on, and rhythm is important. Practice is important. So if you're going to not trade during the day, at least go into the simulator and do something with the simulator. That way you don't lose any money at all. You stay at zero. And that's the choice I had made earlier in the day before seeing IXHL. And right around here, it starts going down. And then this gives me an indication that it might not be as strong as I had thought, and and that we have to wait and see. So we continue to hold, and we continue to look at the time and sales, and we see there's huge sellers out there, but the stock does hold, and it holds that channel, which is a little bit more important, and it starts going up. Remember, if you want to comment, do it down below, like and subscribe so you can get notified about our next videos. So I continue to hold, not get filled, but it's playing mind games right here. And this is where you can't let fear grab a hold of you. And so the only negative I see here is that MACD line folding down very close to the signal line. But the volume on the 5 minute looks like it's going up, even though there's a red bar on the, but it just turned green. And then you see the MACD starts turning up, and now it's opportunity, but I can't get filled on the bid. Having a very hard time. And when I hit buy market, of course, I'm going to lose a few cents. But now it's almost at the very top of that 50-cent line. And my feeling here is that if it could climb beyond that 50-cent line, that it could hit close to 60. But it was a slow market, and it's still early. We're not quite yet. We're 5 minutes away from noon. And if there was any going to be any movement, it would be a little later. So I might have gone in a little bit too early. But again, we're just waiting. We're watching. We're not letting FOMO get the best of us. Finally, right here, after that green bar, it convinces me that I can go in, and I just went ahead and bought a market share. But of course, the feel isn't going to be as great. It wasn't bad, but it would have been better to be filled at 47, 46. And so the idea here is for have it move a couple of bucks and then scale out. Like I've spoken in other videos, I was tempted to, you know, flatten out at 13, but we're looking for a little more than that if we can get it. And you see, I've got limit cells up there so that I can scale out. But I'm still not convinced. It's still moving down and up, still having issues. So um, at this point, it appears that it's having a hard time up there, that it's not going to hit the 50. And so we scale out. Uh, it's a small, very small win, but it is great practice. So then we go back in as it starts moving higher, and we make a little bit of money there. So now we're at $14 profit. And like I said, I still think that there's an opportunity for this to go up higher, another 5, 10 cents. So I continue to watch it, and I continue to jump in. And one of the things I'm looking at is the ask on the level two. I see there at 66 at 55 cents. So I'm convinced that there are folks out there who believe this is going to hit 60 cents or higher. And naturally, I'm not going to wait for it to hit 60. I'm going to wait and exit out. This, unfortunately, here shows a weakness and almost a double top up there. I hold it on a little bit too long, but I'm thinking that it's still going to go up. So our $14 profits dwindling, and at this point, got to break it, flatten out if we get another red bar. But at least now it has climbed that second. It's up to the next channel, the next level up. So give up. Here it's going to go too low. Then it starts climbing back up again. And we traded 4,000 shares thus far, and we still have a little bit of money a little bit of cash. And with a low price stock like this, well, a little bit of money goes a long ways. So we continue to watch it, and it appears that it's going to go up, except we see the MACD there crawling right below the signal line. And even though there are a number of buyers, I mean, we can't be sure that it's going to pick itself back up again. Now, in hindsight, as I was preparing this video, doing the narration, it actually went back up to 55 cents. So there was 4 or 5 cents here to be made, and sometimes that's what happens. It was a weak day today for the market. We're not seeing huge volumes. It doesn't look really bullish, and so it's okay to be cautious and scale out. And we see the 5-minute chart up there. Notice that it's pink. That's because we're going down, even though the volume down at the awesome oscillator down there, it's green. It's saying go, go, go. But on the 1 minute, the volume is slowing down. So we almost got $5 out of it. It was good practice. It was 15, 20 minutes of trading, and it keeps you sharp. Like I said, the best thing to do it is to do it on the simulator, or if you're going to do it in live, just use one share until you become proficient to the point where you can trade. One of the things is you cannot look at what I do or see what anybody else does and believe that that's going to work for you. It has to be you pulling the strings. It has to be you who does the research, who puts the indicators out there, who puts the time and research into the behavior of the stocks, because there are too many variables. Just to mention a few, internet speed. Your internet speed could be better or worse than mine, and that's going to change things. It's one simple variable, and there are lots of other variables, and thus, I'm not selling a course. I'm just telling it like it is. You want to trade, put the time and effort in, but do the practice. So in here, I jump in again. There's a nice bar there, and I was hoping at this point that it would hit 55, but like I said, at this point, I'll settle for any positive green, and so I let it go a little longer, and then just scale out. And there's nothing here to tell me that I should be holding on to it, and that I should hold it for another 5-10 minutes, which is what it took for it to hit 55, 57, I think, 57 cents. Okay, so that's it for today. Hopefully we'll see what happens tomorrow. It'll be Friday. It might be slow as well. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Have a great day.